Welcome to the Master Cars Pro channel. Today we'll talk about the problems and weaknesses of Renault Laguna. Large, relaxed, fit for a family, spacious motoring is available in the form of the Renault Laguna, which gives you ample room for everything from hauling hardware from the DIY store to taking the dogs down to the forest for a day. This great French motor had facelifts in 2001 and 2008, giving you a choice of styles if you want a vintage of retro or retro flavor. Buying any second-hand car can be a process fraught with difficulty, especially if you have very little or no mechanical knowledge. Fortunately, we have compiled a listing of the most common issues, giving you a suspect problems cheat sheet that you'll want to avoid when you're looking for a decent buy. One of the most serious faults you're likely to experience on your Laguna test drive is the engine cutting out. No doubt this will seriously impact the likelihood of your parting with your money for this Renault, and you'd be right to be bashful too. The culprit is with the keyless entry system. These are very expensive to fix and only available directly from the manufacturer, and if you do get your hands on one, then it's a tricky and annoying fix to implement. Thinking of buying a diesel Laguna? Don't be shy and put your foot through the floor on the test drive when you get out on the dual carriage way or motorway. Poor acceleration is a dead giveaway that the EGR valve is shot. Another indicator of this issue is the car guzzling down oil, so be aware of a low oil light or the oil light illuminating in conjunction with the pedal problems. Cleaning out the valve may solve the issues, but you could also be looking at a replacement. The common fault with the Laguna lies within the electronic system associated with the electric handbrake. These range from wiring issues, faulty solenoid switches, and even software faults, making this a highly vulnerable part. Obviously, you'll want to check on the test drive, so if the owner gets a bit snaky about your parking up on a hill, it might be best to part ways. Depending on the origins of the fault, if you do decide to go ahead and buy, the solution could be anything from a software config to a whole new part. Although you won't wanna give it too much of the Lewis Hamilton on the test drive, will wanna keep on one keen ear out for a knocking sound from the rear of the car. The likely customer here is the rear axle bushes, and the further giveaway is an increase in volume and frequency when driving over bumpy roads. These bushes come in pairs and will need to be replaced together. Thinking of purchasing of Renault Laguna 1.9 DCI, there's a reported problem with the oil pressure switch. Firstly, it can leak, causing damage to the turbo seals and premature turbo failure. Secondly, it can stick, causing the readout from the pressure switch to report a much higher oil pressure in the car than expected. Clutches in the Laguna can be problematic, particularly in diesel versions of the car. These are likely to stick and cause all kinds of difficulties when trying to find the gear out on the road. You should have no issue locating this problem, as it'll occur from the moment you get on the open road, and don't accept excuses from the seller about how it sticks a little. The clutch is a known faulty part and will cost you quite a bit of cash to replace. There are plenty of different Lagunas available, ranging from the sleek and efficient 1.6 16V engine petrol car through the prowling 3.0 V6 dynamo that can literally carve up the motorways. Think about fuel economy when purchasing, and remember that smaller engines are often better in the urban environment. The car is now discontinued and has been replaced by the Talisman, which is strangely not coming to the UK, but you should find no shortage of parts for the Laguna. Well, if you are the owner of this car, then please describe the problems that you had to face during the operation of the car. Perhaps it is your feedback that'll help viewers when choosing a car. That's it for today. Thanks everyone for attention. It isn't much work for you to subscribe to the channel. See you soon.